Wilmer Hale represented Elon Musk's Twitter when it tried to block a subpoena from special counsel Jack Smith. What the Trump administration has found issue with are these firms employing their critics and their opponents having access to good legal counsel. Wilmer Hale, for instance, currently represents a group of inspectors general fired by Donald Trump. It has also represented the DNC and the 2024 Harris campaign. Jenner and Block represents groups suing to stop cuts to cancer research at the NIH. Elon Musk giving the whole game away when, in a response to a win in court for Jenner's clients against the Trump administration, he tweeted, "Which law firms are pushing these anti-democratic cases to impede the will of the people?" And that is where we start today with New York Times Justice Department reporter Glenn Thrush and MSNBC Justice and Legal Affairs analyst, former senior advisor to AG Garland, Anthony Coley. Glenn, explain to me what is happening with these suits.
Well, what's going on in general is the Trump administration is attempting to intimidate big law in this country, which is predominantly dominated by former Democratic officials, both with the Garland regime and prior regimes. But Trump understands, in sort of an X-ray vision kind of way, the economic bottom line that supports these institutions. These are important and far-reaching orders insofar as they are able to, or they're an attempt to sort of take out this bastion of democratic and liberal power. These institutions not only sort of represent commercial interests, wide-ranging commercial interests across the country, but as you said, they represent a lot of individuals who have equities in fighting Trump. And in general, this is part of a much broader campaign. You're seeing it on the press side when you start excluding the Associated Press from the pool, when, as Trump has done over the years, filed baseless lawsuits against media organizations, against a pollster in Iowa. What he is attempting to do in a very clever, calculated, and completely across-the-board way is to bring the walls in on institutions that have traditionally opposed him, not only to sort of create, in a pragmatic sense, a weakening of his opposition, but to scare people, to intimidate people. That's why those two lawsuits today were so significant, because they did represent a bit of a counterattack.
And to test the legal system itself.
Right. And so I agree with everything Glenn just said. I think there's also something else going on here, right?